My husband told his mother every intimate detail of our marriage problems at Thanksgiving dinner. I was passing the mashed potatoes when I heard David explaining to his entire family why our bedroom had been silent for months. "She just lies there like a dead fish," he said, cutting his turkey. "No enthusiasm. I've tried everything." The room went quiet. His sister stopped chewing. His mother nodded sympathetically, like she was listening to weather reports. I stood frozen in the doorway, still holding the serving bowl, feeling 20 pairs of eyes suddenly avoid mine. My face burned as David continued his performance, oblivious to my presence behind him. "The counselor says it's normal after 7 years, but honestly, I don't know how much more I can take. A man has needs." His brother let out an uncomfortable cough. David's teenage nephew smirked into his napkin. That's when his mother noticed me standing there. Instead of stopping David, she tilted her head with fake concern. "Oh, honey, we were just discussing marriage challenges." The serving bowl slipped from my hands and shattered. Gravy splattered across her white tablecloth like blood at a crime scene. David finally turned around with mild annoyance. "Careful," he said. "That's her grandmother's china." I looked at this man I'd shared a bed with for 7 years, the same man who'd whispered that he loved me through miscarriages and job losses, the man who knew exactly why intimacy had become difficult after my assault last spring, something I'd trusted him with in broken sobs at 3 a.m. "How long?" I asked quietly. "How long? What? How long have you been discussing our private life with your family?" His mother stood up. "Darling, families talk. It's healthy communication." "Healthy?" I laughed. "You think sharing details about our sex life at Thanksgiving dinner is healthy? Let's finish this conversation. David, tell them about the assault. Tell them why their daughter-in-law became a dead fish in bed." The color drained from David's face. He finally understood what he'd done. "You weren't telling them how frustrating it is that your wife can't perform sexually after being attacked? How inconsiderate of me to develop trauma responses." His mother gasped. David reached toward me, but I stepped back into the broken china. "The assault was something that happened to me, but my failure to satisfy you? That was your story to tell." I grabbed my coat. David followed, frantically explaining he'd only been seeking advice. 3 months, he admitted. "I've been talking to my mother for 3 months. She said it was normal for wives to lose interest. I'll be at my sister's. Don't come looking for me until you figure out which family you're actually married to." I drove 4 hours to reach safety. My sister opened her door and pulled me inside without questions. For the first time in months, I felt heard instead of analyzed. 2 weeks later, David appeared with flowers and apologies. But remorse doesn't erase the image of 20 relatives nodding sympathetically while my most vulnerable moments became dinner conversation. "I filed for divorce yesterday," I told him. "Because of one mistake? Because you chose your mother's opinion over my dignity. Because when I needed protection, you offered me up for analysis instead." The divorce was finalized on Valentine's Day. I'm remarried now to someone who understands that trust is earned in drops and lost in buckets. We host our own Thanksgiving dinners, where the only stories shared are the ones we choose to tell together.